Let's take this to the next level.
Get ready for non-stop mayhem, bone-crunching battles, and unforgettable showdowns. In this countdown, we're diving into 10 action movies where the fights hit hard, fast, and leave a mark. Whether it's brutal hand-to-hand combat or epic shootouts that defy the odds, these films deliver the kind of intensity you'll be replaying in your head for days. In the final days of the Cold War, a top British agent is sent to Berlin on a deadly mission, recover a stolen list exposing undercover operatives. But this is no simple retrieval. As soon as she hits the ground, she's plunged into a maze of double crosses, rogue agents, and brutal ambushes. Each step leads deeper into a world where no one can be trusted, and every fight is a fight for survival. With enemies closing in and the truth buried beneath layers of betrayal, she'll need every ounce of skill and instinct to make it out alive. Stylish, violent, and packed with pulse-pounding action, this is Espionage with bite. If you're into cold steel and cooler attitude, this one's unmissable. In a divided 17th century France, a bold young swordsman arrives in Paris, chasing justice and unknowingly stepping into a storm of political chaos. Betrayal, ambition, and secret plots threaten the very heart of the kingdom. As war looms and loyalties are tested, he joins forces with 3 legendary royal guards. Together, they take on ruthless enemies, uncover deadly conspiracies, and fight to protect the crown. Sword clashes, masked agendas, and daring escapes fuel this fresh take on a timeless tale. With danger at every turn and the fate of a nation on the line, it's all for one or none at all. Packed with style, grit, and heart, this is classic adventure reborn, with power and purpose.
Let's take this to the next level.
Every morning, he wakes up to chaos, and every night he dies. Trapped in a brutal time loop, a former Special Forces operative is hunted by a crew of elite assassins who kill him again and again. But with each reset, he learns more, fights harder, and gets one step closer to the truth. Behind it all is a secret government project with the power to destroy the world, and his own family is caught in the middle. To break the cycle, he'll have to survive the impossible, outsmart his killers, and rewrite his fate. Packed with insane action, sharp humor, and non-stop energy, this is a time-twisting thrill ride that never lets up. Dying is easy, breaking the loop is war.
But we do have purpose.
They fought in secret for centuries, an unkillable group of warriors protecting the world from the shadows. But when a mission goes wrong, and their existence is exposed, everything changes. Hunted by a ruthless corporation desperate to unlock their power, the team must fight to survive while protecting a new Immortal, who just discovered her terrifying gift. As betrayal strikes from within, and the past catches up, the line between savior and target begins to blur. With brutal fight scenes, global stakes, and a deep look at the curse of living forever, this isn't just another action flick. It's a raw, fast-paced battle for identity, loyalty, and purpose. If you're into immortal badasses and high-impact action, this one hits hard.
You should see the other guys.
He seems like just another suburban dad, quiet, overlooked, and stuck in routine. But when a break-in shakes his home, something inside him snaps. What the attackers don't know is that he's a former government assassin, long retired, and trying to stay buried. One violent encounter on a bus sets off a chain reaction, drawing the wrath of a ruthless Russian mob. With his family caught in the crossfire, he unleashes years of suppressed rage and deadly precision. Explosions, brutal hand-to-hand combat, and a relentless trail of destruction follow. This isn't a story of a man becoming a hero. It's about reminding the world who he really is. When you push the wrong guy too far, you get nobody, and he hits back hard.
You have no idea what you're up against.
This time, they picked the wrong woman.
12 strangers wake up in the middle of nowhere, gagged, confused, and with no idea why they're there. But soon, the truth becomes horrifyingly clear. They're being hunted for sport by a group of wealthy elites playing a twisted game. As panic sets in and bodies fall, one woman rises above the chaos. Calm, calculated, and deadly, she turns the rules upside down and begins hunting the hunters. With brutal kills, shocking twists, and razor-sharp commentary, this isn't just a fight for survival, it's a war against the people pulling the strings. If you're into bold action, dark humor, and a story that never plays it safe, this explosive thriller takes aim and never misses.
Visible, with liberty and justice for all.
In a near future, America ripped apart by civil war, a team of journalists races across the country to reach the Capitol before it falls. Their goal: get the final interview with the president as rebel forces close in. But the road is a battlefield. Along the way, they witness the brutal collapse of society. Militias roam free, cities burn, and no one is safe. Each stop challenges their morality and survival instincts, as documenting the truth becomes more dangerous than ever. What begins as a mission to report history becomes a fight to survive it. Gritty, explosive, and disturbingly real, this war thriller explores the cost of truth and the terrifying edge of a nation tearing itself apart from within.
Providing a measure of order that we could control.
I'm gonna tell everyone what you did.
That would be a major mistake.
An FBI agent is pulled into a secret mission targeting a powerful Mexican drug cartel. But what starts as a fight for justice quickly spirals into a world of moral ambiguity and brutal truths. Tasked with supporting a mysterious task force, she's plunged into a covert war where rules don't apply and nothing is what it seems. As the team crosses into cartel territory, she witnesses executions, betrayals, and operations that blur every legal and ethical line. The deeper she goes, the more she questions who the real enemy is and how far she's willing to go. Gritty, intense, and unflinchingly real, this thriller delivers a haunting look at the cost of the drug war, where justice comes wrapped in shadows and silence. Bond has finally left the game, living a quiet life in Jamaica, but peace doesn't last. When an old ally asks for help rescuing a kidnapped scientist, he's pulled back into the shadows. The mission spirals into something far bigger: a deadly bioweapon, a mysterious villain, and a plot that could kill millions. As he tracks the threat across the globe, Bond faces betrayals, heartbreak, and a past that won't stay buried. With the world on the line, he's forced to make the ultimate choice, one that will define his legacy. Packed with explosive action, emotional weight, and stunning finality, this isn't just another Bond mission, it's his last stand, and it hits harder than ever before.
Yo, you about done?
A world-class bodyguard hits rock bottom until he's forced to protect the one man he hates most. A legendary hitman with a target on his back. Get him to The Hague to testify against a bloodthirsty dictator. Every assassin in Europe wants them both dead. What follows is a chaotic race through car chases, boat explosions, and non-stop ambushes, where bullets fly and insults hit just as hard. As the bickering duo battles wave after wave of enemies, they're forced to work together to survive the madness. Packed with over-the-top action, sharp humor, and explosive chemistry, this is a buddy thriller with attitude, and one wild ride where protecting the bad guy might just save the world.